In this video, I'm going to be going over the 8 steps that you can take to optimize your testosterone naturally. So first, give me 60 seconds to explain how important this is. Now, if you don't have 60 seconds to massively improve your life, just head on back over to TikTok, keep on scrolling. I want you to recognize this first, okay? I went from having a total of 344 nanograms per deciliter to over 770 nanograms per deciliter of total testosterone the last time that I tested. If those numbers mean nothing to you, just realize that it means I more than doubled my testosterone naturally without steroids, no TRT, and honestly, I can feel internally I'm probably a lot higher than 770. I just haven't tested it in a while. I've changed a lot of things since that last test, okay? So realize this, straight up, everything is better and easier when you have high testosterone or high T, okay? With high testosterone, you will have higher energy, more mental clarity and focus, higher sex drive, stronger erections, increased muscle mass, reduced body fat, better moods, enhanced athletic performance. I mean, I could go on. Who doesn't want all of those things, right? Over all the years of research and trial and error, I've compiled my strategies into just 8 simple steps that can boost your total and free testosterone levels. Now, keep in mind that testosterone is vitally important for men. Having high T is literally what makes us men. If you don't have this, you are biologically less of a man. Now, it's not just about building muscle and having high libido. Testosterone is one of the main factors that determines how much energy you have. I recommend for you to go get your testosterone levels tested immediately if you haven't done this yet. It's very important to see where you're at. Now, even though testosterone is important, low T isn't always the cause of your low energy, low sex drive, struggle to focus, or just getting shitty results in the gym. You may have some other nutrient or hormonal imbalance. You may have a specific nutrient deficiency or just simply bad habits which are totally jeopardizing your results. This is why in order to get really good results, you need to come up with an approach that actually works for you, okay? So get this, the average total testosterone in men has been declining for decades. Unfortunately, you are not the man that your grandfather was. Research estimates that between 10 and 40% of men in today's age may suffer from low testosterone. And what's clear to me is that most likely a much higher percentage of guys, like probably 70 to 80%, are going through life without optimal levels of testosterone. So they may not be clinically low and in this dangerously low range, but they're certainly not where they could be, and they're not getting the absolute best results out of life. You can see from this graph that the average total testosterone, which is measured in nanograms per deciliter, was about 540 in 1987. By the time I got to 2004, it's at about 440 nanograms per deciliter. So there's clearly a steady decline, and if we're to just follow this path forward, then I would estimate that today, in 2024, we'd be at around 320 nanograms per deciliter on average. That is an alarmingly low number. Now, for context, according to my research, an optimal zone for a lot of guys to really feel good is between 650 and 900 nanograms per deciliter. So hopping into step 1 now is avoiding endocrine disruptors, all right? So your endocrine system is made up of several glands and organs that create and then release hormones into your body. Unfortunately, in our modern world, there's tons of toxins and environmental factors that actually disrupt this system and can lead to lower testosterone. So we want to remove these from our life when we can, and then of course, limit exposure as much as possible. Now, many of these are gonna come in personal care products like fluoride toothpaste, aluminum deodorant, shampoo, body wash, lotion. Mainly, it's gonna be products that are loaded with chemicals and fragrance, which is oftentimes labeled as parfum, so just heads up on that. That fragrance is a lot of times gonna be hidden on those product labels, and again, it's gonna say parfum. So instead, just opt for all natural products with simple ingredients. And most of the time, when it comes to ingredients, the fewer the better. Also, I know a lot of men are looking at or maybe already using a hair loss medication like finasteride. That's another thing that can harm your testosterone and DHT production. DHT is dihydrotestosterone, which testosterone is converted into, okay? And another thing is nicotine vapes, super common these days all around the world, but they contain a mix of chemicals and flavorings that are harmful. And nicotine is also a vasoconstrictor, meaning it limits blood flow. And we do not want to limit or block blood flow to the testes or penis. Also, tight underwear can really make your testicles heat up too much. The reason that your testicles are on the outside of your body is partially because they always need to be slightly cooler than our body temperature. So we don't want to jam them up in tight underwear or put them through situations too often where they're being heated up a lot. Okay, now step 2 is to drink high quality water. So equally important to the food that you put inside your mouth, guys, is the liquid that you put into your mouth. Tap water is absolute shit. Remove that from your life immediately. Brita filters, refrigerator filters, they do not do the job that you think they do, okay? Opt for high quality spring water or reverse osmosis water. If you're using high quality filtered water like reverse osmosis, you may want to add salt or trace minerals because the filtration process does remove useful minerals and electrolytes. Whenever possible, choose water that's bottled in glass instead of plastic. Plastics may contain BPA and other harmful chemicals and microplastics. You can actually use a website called water.com for water delivery straight to your home. Or you can buy Mountain Valley spring water for accessible spring water that comes in glass bottles. And a little fun fact for you, hydrogen water is actually the highest quality water. If it's in your budget, you can add hydrogen tablets to your water, or you can buy a hydrogen water bottle or machine that turns regular water into hydrogen water. Step 3 is you want to optimize your sleep stages. Sleeping for just 7 to 9 hours a night isn't enough anymore. And I'm not saying that you should sleep for 10 plus hours, but you need to optimize your sleep stages. Two of the most important sleep stages are REM sleep and deep sleep. You want to aim for 1.5 to 2 hours per night of both REM and deep sleep. Use advanced fitness trackers like an Oura Ring to measure and test these stages. Another thing to improve your quality of sleep is by aligning yourself with your natural circadian rhythm. A few things to accomplish this are: go to sleep and wake up at the same time every day, plus or minus 30 minutes. Block blue light at night so you can dim your lights in your house, wear blue light blocking glasses, and then get morning sunlight. Go outside for 10 to 30 minutes a day in the morning when the sun comes up. Other tips to improve your sleep is to reduce your caffeine intake. Actually, eliminating it completely is going to be best, but also sleep in a dark and quiet environment and then limit alcohol consumption. Quick note, there are about 15 or more other things you can do to improve sleep, but the best ones for you will depend on your situation, your schedule, etc. I'm not able to give you those without knowing your scenario and spending some more time here. So I have another video that you can watch talking more about customizing your approach. I'll leave a link to that somewhere around here or down below, and you can just watch that. Step number 4 is to get sunlight and supplement with vitamin D. So sun exposure is incredibly important for testosterone. The sun is great for regulating our circadian rhythm and aiding in sleep, like we talked about in the last step, but it's also the main way that our bodies make vitamin D. Vitamin D is a super, super important vitamin for our bodies. It's one of the most important micronutrients for testosterone, and it's one of the only micronutrients that our bodies can produce. We do this by absorbing the UVB light from the sun and then converting it into vitamin D. So go outside at peak sun hours for 20 to 30 minutes per day and get the sunlight on your skin. If you can't go outside to get the sun on your skin due to work, weather, or something else, you can supplement with vitamin D in a pill or a drop form. And honestly, even though I get a good amount of sun naturally, I still supplement with vitamin D. I prefer to do the drops as I can easily mix them in with water. You can also get similar benefits that you would get from the sun by doing red light therapy. And then there's some anecdotes that show that actually blasting red light directly on the testes can increase libido, erections, and ejaculatory volume. Step 5 is to really dial in your nutrition. Now, the best way to eat for high testosterone and overall health is to eat mainly whole, single ingredient foods. Think egg, steak, avocado, potato. So foods that have been around for thousands of years and are non-processed and don't have additives and preservatives. Healthy fats and omega-3s do have a positive correlation with testosterone production. And then you want to avoid both ultra low carb diets and ultra low fat diets, as both of those can decrease testosterone. You want a good healthy balance between carbs and fats. Some good fat sources would be animal fats from meat, eggs, or tallow. Raw dairy is good if you can tolerate it. Grass-fed butter, ghee. Nuts are great, avocado, olive oil, coconut oil, and those. You want to avoid industrial, highly processed seed oils like canola, vegetable, sunflower, soybean oil, etc. Added sugars you also want to avoid. So this would be like cane sugar, high fructose corn syrup, dextrose, all of that. Also, avoid foods high in phytoestrogens like flaxseed, soy, hemp and chia seeds, and then beer, because beer has hops and hops are actually estrogenic. For carb sources, fruits that are low on the glycemic index like berries are great, and then quinoa, white rice, potatoes, natural sugar from other fruits, honey, and maple syrup are all great sources of healthy carbohydrates. Okay, next is step number 6, and that is to focus on specific exercise. Now, what I mean by that is that not any old exercise is going to necessarily raise your testosterone, but certain types of exercise have been shown to have a positive effect on testosterone. One of the best things you can do to raise testosterone is to lift heavy weights. Shocker. I'm sure many of you have heard this before, but a solid recommendation is to lift heavy weights 3 to 6 times per week, depending on skill level and your physique goals. Resistance style training has a very positive effect on testosterone production, and then testosterone will also increase your strength, which will let you lift heavier and do more reps. Also, it will speed up your recovery time so that your muscles can build back and repair quicker. Now, in addition to weights, high intensity exercise has also been shown to have a very positive effect on testosterone. These would be exercises like HIIT, so high intensity interval training, CrossFit, sprints, or other zone 4 cardio. So in these, your heart rate's gonna be up to about 85 to 88% of your max heart rate. So you're going pretty good. You're gonna be quite out of breath while doing this type of cardio. You shouldn't be able to hold a conversation while you do it. By the way, guys, if you want all of these steps in PDF format, I have that, and I'll leave a link for you somewhere around here that you can check out. And step number 7 is to maintain or achieve a healthy body weight. So obesity or having too high body fat is linked to lower testosterone. Extra fat in the body can increase aromatization, which is the process where your body turns testosterone into estrogen. One of the most surefire ways to lose weight and reduce body fat is always going to be to aim for a caloric deficit. This means you need to be consuming fewer calories than you burn every single day. Now, obesity can also lead to insulin resistance and can decrease REM and deep sleep. All of those are bad for your testosterone, your physique, and your overall health and well-being. Other tips to reduce fat is to eat a clean, chemical-free diet that's composed of mainly whole foods and is higher in fiber. Because diets like this will actually allow you to feel more full and satiated, which reduces those cravings and your hunger. Also, just walk more throughout the day. Aim for at least 5K steps per day. And if you walk 10K steps per day, that's gonna be great for accelerated fat loss. Now, quick note, fat loss and body recomposition can be a very difficult goal for a lot of guys. Individual factors are going to drive the majority of your results. So if you're struggling in this area, see the other video that I talked about earlier, which I'm gonna leave a link for you so you can learn more about a personalized approach. And last and certainly not least is step 8, which is to use specific supplements. Luckily for us guys, there are herbs, minerals, and pre-hormones that come in capsule or liquid form that we can take to boost our testosterone. Now, it's important to realize that nailing the first 7 steps are way more important than supplementation. I know it's not what you want to hear. You'd rather hear that all you got to do is take this one supplement, it'll boost your testosterone super high forever. Not the case. I know many of you will not listen to me and you're gonna say, fuck you, just give me the pill, but it's very true. And this is why I've added supplementation as the last step. Take it from me. I've taken powerful testosterone boosting supplements in the past while not having steps 1 through 7 dialed in, and they do not work. So very few people talk about these following herbs that I'm about to mention, and I've seen them to have great benefit. These would be cistanche, shilajit, and pine pollen. And then other beneficial supplements that are talked about pretty often would be obviously vitamin D, zinc, magnesium, boron, DHEA, tongkat ali, Fedosia agrestis, ashwagandha, fenugreek, tribulus. I'm not gonna go over recommended dosages and protocols because that's just gonna depend more on your blood work and your individual factors. Personalizing your approach using your specific biomarkers and data is honestly gonna be the best bet. And an important note here with the herb Fedosia agrestis, I have seen some research that this may have some toxicity concerns with certain protocols and dosing schedules. So just make sure to do some extra research, or if you want to chat with me directly about this or chat about anything that I covered in this video, I'll leave a link so that you can do that. All right, so you might be thinking to yourself, now what? Do I just start trying to implement all this stuff, or how do I tie this all together and create a plan that will work best for me? Well, look, whether your goal is to improve your energy, body composition, or have the motivation and laser focus to crush every day easily, then I hope this video was enough and I hope you can get all of that. However, I do have another video that goes more into depth on the 3-phase process that I use to double my testosterone naturally. So if you want to skyrocket your results, watch that video next that breaks down the Helix protocol. It's a 3-phase approach to optimize your body and mind so that you can unlock limitless natural energy, a strong athletic physique, boundless confidence, mental clarity plus focus, more lean muscle mass, less body fat, higher sex drive, perfect sleep, and an increased mood. So go ahead, check out the other video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.